I'm already told DNA hybridization method is a suitable method of selection of recombinants. Okay, but it has some major problem. Yes, I think you know very well. Construction of probing. Probing is a main important point in the DNA hybridization probing method. So we need a more sophisticated method is needed for this compromise the those problem arise the during the selection of the previous method. Okay. Now we move on to very famous technique called the immunological screening of recombinant cells. I think you got so much of knowledge in immunology. Anyway, I try to tell with addition. Okay. Selection and screening of recombinants by immunological method. As usual, immunological method means we are using antigen antibody. So no worry about it. So how we select the recombinants by using this method. Before start this method, you try to know something. Immunological method, selection method, to widely used for selection of recombinant cells. Don't worry, but this procedure used to identify a selection of recombinants and the case of whether the recombinant cells are expressed the insert of the gene. So whether the gene of interest insert on the vector and transform into the host. So after transformation, the inserted gene going to express the protein product. So then only we select this method. So suppose how means only the expression vector, a settle vector based cloning method to prefer the immunological method. Why? Because this vector to express the gene of interest. So without expression of the inserted gene, we can never select the recombinants by this method. Why? Because here is antigen is required. That expressed protein act as an antigen for here. So we can subject it to following antibodies. So finally we detect. So please keep your mind this method, suitable method for selection of recombinants or clones only in the case of whether the cloning used expression vector or shuttle vector. Okay? Keep your mind before learning this method. Okay. Hybridization probing method usually preferred, no doubt. How it's preferred means when we have the probing, when we have the sequence of probe or the synthesis of probing method we have, then only this method is usually preferred. Without the probing or synthesis of probing, this is very complicated method because without probing we never identify the clones. Okay. And also this is a major problem in the hybridization probing method or identification of gene libraries. Okay. Okay, a single selection procedure by the hybridization probing, we can identify the 10,000 recombinants, maximum 10,000 recombinants. We already learned the blue wedge screening. The blue wedge screening also detect the 1,000 to 10,000 ranges. So we are manipulate million of cells. So even 5 ml of lug Fischer culture containing million of cells. Then how we identify? Then how we select it? because we want produced more number of clones at a very short time. That is called engineered phenomena. So hybridization probing method also select the 10,000 recombinants libraries, large libraries may be screened at very short time. This is not suitable recombinants. So we want to identify the more number of recombinants at the short time. So for this requirement, we need some more sophisticated technologies needed. So we choose to immunological based screening. Very interesting method and also very accurate method. So before studying methods are not accurate. This is very accurate method because antigen antibody reactions ultra specific. Even number of antibodies present in the sample antiserum, so antigen never goes to bind. The corresponding antibody goes to bind the corresponding antigen. Okay, so never very ultra specific. So on very selective method, it produced 900% of result. Okay, so we need a different strategy to hybridize to select the recombinants, and then only we go to immunological screening method. And also probes the problem in the hybridization method. Yes. Immunological screening is a main alternative method for hybridization. Main alternative method. But hereafter no method is still available. Some methods are there but have some lot of problem. But these two methods are least problem. This is a main alternative method for hybridization probing. Distinction is that whereas with the hybridization probing, the cloned DNA fragment itself directly identified. Yes, we are introducing the gene into the host by using vector. So the vector having the specific our inserted sequence is there. So immediately we can lysis the cell and added the probe. The probe, whether the recombinant DNA present in the cell, the probe goes to bind. Otherwise never bind. Yes. So no, it's directly identified by the clones. The immunological method, something different. How means whether detect the protein. So the inserted gene encodes the protein. Then only we can prefer this method. Okay, otherwise this method not suitable for screening of recombinants. The inserted cloned gene to produce the protein. So indirectly we say whether you are using expression vector or shuttle vector based cloning, you choose this method for selection of recombinants. Okay, simply say if you want to estimate the protein, the four methods are there: Biuret, Lowry's, Barford assay, UV spectrophotometry. The four methods are only to estimate the protein. But which method is suitable for which sample? Suppose if you have a very milligram or nanogram of protein, you go to select the Barford assay. Suppose you have a contaminated protein, you go to select the Lowry's method. If you want to total concentration of the protein in the sample goes to UV spectrophotometry. So we have a lot of methods there. Which method is suitable? So likewise, whether the clone insert gene encodes the protein acts as antigen, then only we detect the screening. Yes, skin selection. But hybridization probing not like that. Hybridization just directly denatured the cell and added the probing whether the gene of interest present in the cell or membrane. The probe easily binds to the correspondingly DNA is there, then only the probe is bind. So we can identify the clones. But here something different principles there. So previous slide I am already told. Yes. The immunological techniques, therefore, used for suppose sometime when the protein is expressed, when the protein is expressed, when the gene is expressed. But this our adding antibody never binds to the host cell protein. Host cell protein, our adding antibody never to goes bind with our cellular protein because antigen antibodies are highly ultra specific. Okay. This is a versatile expression cloning strategy. That is called versatile expression cloning strategy for selection of recombinants. But it has some big problem. So I try to tell for the slides. So we have the corresponding antibody we have, then only we have select the recombinants. Similarly, we have the probe, then only we select the recombinants by hybridization probing method. Similarly, here is antibodies needed, corresponding antibodies needed, then only we select the recombinants and the expressed protein act as antigen. The first immunological screening method was done by Bromey and Gilbert in 1978 by using exploit the antibodies added to the specific culture containing medium. Then on the antibody goes to bind the corresponding antigen proteins. So on the additional antibodies are already labeled antibodies we are using. So the labeled antibodies go to bind the corresponding protein if it's present in the cellular components. When the positive clones means the antigen antibody complex are formed, already antibodies are labeled by iodine 125 or iodine 131 because you know very well antibody have a constant fragment, constant fragment region. This is a Y-shaped region. This is a constant fragment region. This region we are labeled with the iodine 125 or 131. Both are iodine as are labeled. So this is called labeled antibody. Yes. This labeled antibody we need for the selection. Yes. If the antigen is present, we are adding a corresponding antibody to the clones. Whether it's antigen antibody complex, we identify the intensity of the radiation, so we can identify the positive clones. When the cell is lysed using chloroform vapor by spraying aerosols in the case of virulent phage. If you are using virulent M13 or shuttle vector, suppose you are using spraying the aerosols. Aerosols means like of volatile agents in the form of mist. So we can apply, the cells go to lysed. So after lysis, we are subjected to antibody. The antibody is labeled, then detected by autoradiography. Okay. First we go to explanation, then only you got easily understand. So this is a basic concept of immunological screening. So carefully listen. This is a colonies. Whether we are going to identify recombinant or non-recombinant. And also these colonies contain expressed protein. That specific expressed cloned protein as an antigen. Okay. One can easily lysis with the chloroform treatment of chloroform, we can lyse it. So chloroform to destruct the cell wall, plasma membrane and cell wall, so cell is lysed and becomes cell-free system. Okay. So cell-free system contains all kind of cell biomass. Okay. So now we added the antibody. The antibody attached to the lysed cell containing cloned protein alone. Whether the cloned protein is present, the antibody goes to attached. Otherwise never attached. Because once again I will tell you, antigen antibodies ultra specific. Okay. First we treated antibody. Antigen antibody complex are formed. Don't worry. Okay. Remainings are washed out. Similarly, washed out. Then added with the secondary antibody. The secondary antibody is labeled antibody. Secondary antibody. So primary antibody is an antigen for secondary antibody. Primary antibody is a antigen for secondary antibody. So secondary antibody goes to find the primary antibody. Yes. So once again unbounded washout. These setup subjected into autoradiography. So we can find which clone, which colonies, which blocks are recombinant or which blocks are non-recombinant. So easily identify. The positive signal may be produced from the radiation or radioactive radio-labeled antibody. So this clone as a recombinant clone. Finally result produced from autoradiograph. Very simple method. But how we make the primary antibody, how we make the secondary antibody, here is matter is very important. Just lysis the cell. Just add the antibody. Wash out. Once again secondary antibody wash out and subject to autoradiography. It's a very simple procedure, but when we have primary antibody, secondary antibody, this method is very simple. Here important matter is how we produced primary antibody, how we produced secondary antibody against the cloned gene expression protein. Yes, this is very important. The polyvinyl sheet has coated with the appropriate antibody. Was then applied with the surface of the plate. This just a replica plate. Allow formation of antigen antibody complex will form. When the antigen antibody complex will form, whether the cloned gene protein present in the cell, whether the antibodies are equal, the antigen antibody complex are formed. Then we remove the sheet, then remove the other contaminants and expose the secondary antibody, labeled antibody. This labeled antibody as secondary, this antibody goes to bind the primary antibody. So antigen for this antibody is a primary antibody. Okay. So we can easily determine the surface of the antigen, and we can easily identify the clones, whether it's clone or recombinant, whether its gene is expressed, whether the protein is there in the cell. Okay. So after secondary antibody exposure, the X-ray washout, unbounded washout with the corresponding buffer, and expose the X-ray film where the signal is produced. So we can identify this procedure, isolate the replica plate. Compared to the replica plate, first we touch the polyvinyl sheet, yes. So compared to plate with the polyvinyl sheet, either colonies 1, 2 is there, 1, 2 is there. So compared to the autoradiography, so this is autoradiography, this is a replica plating, this is a plate. So suppose the positive signal takes place here. So same this polyvinyl sheet colonies are recombinant compared to this colonies are in the plate are recombinant. So once again we subculture, we produce the corresponding protein and further manipulation. Okay. This method is called this method is called sandwich method. You know sandwich man, your bread is there, so cheese, then vegetables, tomato, onion, so lot of food items, once again cheese, once again cabbage, once again bread. So this is a sandwich like. Similarly, plate, thin film polyvinyl sheet, that's the antibody, cell lysis, primary antibody, secondary antibody, X-ray film, autoradiography. Look like a sandwich. So it's called a sandwich technique. Sandwich model to determine the clones. Okay. Here is first I told a polyvinyl sheet. The polyvinyl coated with the primary antibody. This coated antibody by which number of techniques, streptoviridine, biotin. So lot of techniques are available. Whether the antibody coated with the polyvinyl sheet. Yes. Especially IgG molecule, the famous molecule, and monoclonal antibody is coated with. This is expressed protein. The expressed protein may be present in the cell, whether the cell is recombinant or the cloned genes to be expressed, the given protein present in the cell. Whether it's non-recombinant, the protein not present is. The secondary antibody is a labeled portion. So secondary antibody goes to bind with the primary antibody alone, not in the protein. So this is a 1. This is a 1. This is a 2. This is a 3. Compare to. So for 3, 2 is antigen. For 2, 1 is antigen. So likewise, first polyvinyl sheet coated antibody binds to antigen or exposed to protein, whether it's present. So then only the labeled antibody goes to bind the primary antibody. Yes. So finally, antigen antibody complex are formed. This mechanism proposed by Bromey and Gilbert, immunological detection of recombinants. This is a basic mechanism behind it. Okay, come to the point. Because we are as an engineer. Now we have antibodies. Antibodies are required for immunological detection. Yes. Without antibody, how we detect? So when we have the antibody, this method is very easy method. Okay. So how we produce the antibody? So number of techniques are there. Production of antibody. The very famous technique is monoclonal antibodies or hybridoma technology. Yes. You know very well, I think. First, how we produced. Okay, we have gene of interest, whether the gene is expressed. So all the characteristics are there in the gene. Okay. We fuse in the vector. Yes. But vector, after ligation, the vector transfer into host. Okay. No worry about. The host, the gene of interest will produce the protein. So no doubt. This is an antigen. First from the reverse genetics, reverse genetics, From the DNA, we can easily construct the protein. This is reverse genetics. The DNA complementary to mRNA. The mRNA containing codons, which codon to produce the which amino acid. So from 3' to 5', we can easily arrange in the carboxy terminal to N terminal. First amino acids methionine, don't worry about. So serially we are arranged. So after this arrangement using computer system, we can easily synthesize the peptide, chemical synthesis of peptide. Okay. This peptide molecule similar to expressed protein, nearly 90% of, maybe 90 to 100% of similarity. This chemically synthesized peptide, and also maybe whether the gene is cloned, the gene expressed protein has, both are similar to each other. Okay, this chemically synthesized peptide injected into the rabbit. This is called foreign protein. Yes. We can easily synthesize a single gene of sequence we can easily produce the mRNA. Manually we have produced the mRNA, and we are construct the protein sequences. After construction of protein sequence, we can easily say oligopeptide synthesis method is there. Yes. So by this method, we can easily produce the peptides. The peptide injection into the rabbit. After immunization of some period, the rabbit get immunized against the injected foreign protein. Okay. So after immunization, after a particular time, we can collect the blood. The blood contains antibodies. The antibodies effectively binds to the injected foreign protein. Okay. Yes. The first antibody is called the primary antibody. Similarly, primary antibody once again isolated, once again injected into the another animal. This primary antibody acts as antigen, produce secondary antibody. Once again, same procedure we can do. We can isolate secondary antibody. First we collect the antibodies, primary, both secondary, and finally separate the serum and purify the antibody by two chromatography, gel permeation and affinity chromatography. Using by this technique, we can effectively isolate the purified antibodies. Once we purify, maybe injected once again, or maybe goes to labeled, whatever we want. This is the antibody production method. Okay, usual method. Another method is called, very well, monoclonal antibody production method. So when we have the antibodies, we can easily detect it, easily labeled. Iodine is a halogen, easily you can attach to the FC portion of the antibody. This is a separate procedures there. How we label the antibodies or protein. Maybe we have some time, I'm also taking how we label the protein. Yes. Okay. Using purified antibodies to detect the protein recombinants. How means we already manually prepared a peptide injected. Both are complementary homologies there. So the purified antibody must to bind the expressed protein. So don't worry about it. Yes. Then only we can do it. This method, this protocol. Yes. Okay. There are several versions of immunological screenings there, but most powerful method is direct counterpart of colonic hybridization probing. So this is one of the method. Here is probing means antibody. So immunological screening depends on the cloned gene being expressed, so that the protein translated product present in the recombinant cells. We prefer this method or especially this specific method. Okay. This is a colony hybridization direct probing method. How means? I simply explain. Okay. This famous lag is a gene, a part of the lag operand. Okay. And also lambda GT11 is a lambda based vector. Don't worry about this. And also the lang is a gene containing polylinker or multiple codon site, especially BAMH1. So, and also number of SAL1, PST1, HIND3, number of restriction sites are existing the lag Z gene of the lag operand. Okay. Suppose we insert the foreign DNA into this gene go to expressed. Okay. Don't worry about it. Insert the cDNA. Insert the cDNA into ECOR1 site. Insert the cDNA. cDNA means this is going to express maybe here. And also ECOR1 site is the lambda GT11 or polylinked sequence of lambda gap. Okay, in the plate, our library on E. coli, it is a mutant E. coli. We transformed and incubated 4 to 6 hours, 37 seconds after in the small Blake. Because produce the Blake, this is a lambda phase, so we effectively transform. Don't worry. And also the plate is that. This is considered as a plate, petri plate. Okay. Then we subject it to nitrocellulose membrane, tipped here. Sterile nitrocellulose membrane, tipped here. Once again, the membrane is inverted, so look like here. So here in the plate containing colonies are replica to bind the membrane. Yes. So don't worry about this. Okay. And inverted to here. Carefully remove the nitrocellulose sheet, which will have which will absorb fusion the protein expressed, because the cells containing produce the cloned gene protein, expressed recombinant protein in the Blake. Yes. Blake means whether lambda phage infected bacterial cell. That's all. Lambda phage infected bacteria cells called phage flake. Yes. Okay. You know very well why we are choosing the expressed protein gene used by the lambda vector, because lambda vector have transformation efficiency is too much. Very suitable transformation procedure. Yes. Okay. Okay, nitrocellulose membrane, the turn to here. So this is a cell and treated with the cell lysis buffer or chloroform or toluene. Okay. Unbounded washer, specific antibody was treated with the Blake. Blake, when the antibody goes to bind, whether the cloned protein is present in the cell. Unbounded or washout. Okay, maybe this colony may be recombinant. Here the antibody goes to bind. That means the cloned proteins are exist in the cell. So other colonies are not recombinant. So okay, we can find out the nitrocellulose membrane. Once again, we replica to here. Here where the colonies we can replicate. So we can identify it here. Okay. So this colony is a recombinant colonies among the other colonies. So we can easily subculture. Yes. Yes. Once again, I'll tell you some limitations are there in the immunological screening. Then that's why we are going to HRT and HART. Another two selection method is there. Very interesting method. HRT, hybridized arrest translation. One more is HERT, hybridized arrest release translation. So two methods are there. Why we choose that method means it have some limitations. Hmm? So what are the limitations are there? We can go into learn. So it have some limitations. Immunological screening depends upon the cloned gene expression. Don't worry. If the protein product is translated in the recombinant cell, then only we identify the recombinants. Okay. Number two problem, production of recombinant protein in E. coli. So here lot of problems there. For example, this problem can divide into two groups based on the category. Problem divides into two groups. One is sequence of the foreign gene, another one is E. coli based problem. What are the sequence based problem means? The foreign gene might contains intron. Whether it's present in the intron, they never produce the corresponding protein. So the antibody never goes to bind because unwanted sequence are there. So the problems arise. So if you select the sequence must contain no introns. So we kept your mind. Number two, premature termination of transcription is taking place. Suppose if we are inside the DNA, suppose we have no termination, transcription termination site, we can no place there. The gene is continuously transcribed. So the mRNA is to be very length. The protein also very length. And the small proteins are formed. Whether the antibodies knows good goes to bind. So premature termination never takes place, and also we put termination sequence inserted. Then only we can stop the transcription at the correct position. Third one is codon bias. Codon bias, I detailedly tell you. Okay. These are the problem oriented by sequences of the gene of interest. The host based problem is there. So these problem to alter the structure of the protein. So these problem to involve the protein not produced completely. So if it's not completed, the antibody subjected antibody never goes to bind. Like how to select the recombinants? Yes. And also E. coli based means some inclusion bodies are created. Inclusion body means suppose if the expressed gene may be mal structure or malfolding means formed. Either protein is formed, but the functionless proteins are formed. These proteins, so number of proteins are formed. These proteins are finally aggregated within the cells. The aggregated form of this cloned gene expression is called inclusion bodies. The inclusion bodies will not suitable for gene, so we can keep in mind. And also this is E. coli based host based problem. And also the properties of antigen antibody complex may be influenced, maybe cross reactivity, avidity. So those problems are influenced because suppose we want to clone the DNA polymerase enzyme, means just imagine we want to more number of DNA polymerase enzyme for some purpose. Okay. we can insert the gene into the vector and expressed into the E. coli. Okay. The cloned genes are expressed, the DNA polymerase, and also native DNA polymerase are there in the E. coli cells. Yes. For example, if you are taking 1 kilogram of E. coli biomass, which contains 10 milligram of DNA polymerase enzyme. If you are taking 1 kilogram of E. coli biomass, which contains 10 milligram of DNA polymerase enzyme. So, host polymerase already there. So, the antibody get confused whether cloned genes are this or this. So, these are the influence avidity or cross reactivity maybe takes place. This is a main problem. Okay, these problems are explained in detail. Suppose when the gene of interest contains introns, the introns non-coding sequences are there, exist in the mRNA. The mRNA could be translated. The unwanted protein segments are there, so the antibody never goes to bind. So foreign gene might contain introns. So intron free gene of interest needed. Only your goes to cDNA. This only remediation is cDNA cloning. It's better for gene expressed or immunological based screening. Number 2, prematuration of termination of transcription. So whatever you want clone, so you can maintain the regulatory sequences, age codon, Saint Algorno, stop codon, transcription termination sequence. They are the basic sequence of the cloning. So you put on the segment of the DNA within the gene. So the entire collectively gene is called gene of interest. Yes, not only in the protein sequence encoded. So our protein gene encoded, okay, plus termination, transcription termination, stop codon, Saint Algorno, intron free, regulatory sequences. So these are considered as a gene of interest. Without transcription termination, the terminations go to never stop. So proteins are similar like go. So unwanted proteins are produced. The transcription termination may be created by in vitro mutagenesis. This is an alternative remedy. This technique we are using, we created transcription termination at any kind of genes. Yes. Codon bias. Codon bias, you know very well, just like a mimicry. Codon to become mimicry. You know very well, each amino acid encodes more than one codon. Yes. Suppose we want to produce a single protein. The protein may be in the 50th position of the protein having serine. Yes, we want this sequence. For example, I am told the 50th position of the protein we have serine, but the serine amino acid encode 4 number of codons. Okay. So what codons is there? Suppose this codon may be also encoded for methionine. Instead of serine, maybe the codon bias may be wrongly produced amino acids called methionine. The entire protein structure is demolished. So epitopes are propagated, or paratope never bind the antibody during selection. So keep your mind, what codon is needed, what codon will produce the corresponding amino acids. This is a codon bias mechanism, may be influenced in the host based. How means we human gene we cloned at the E. coli, the Gordon Biosar played the role because here CTT is code for proline means. Here here the E. coli system to consider CCG as a proline. Okay, so this gene cloned to E. coli maybe the proline not encoded by this instead of T by the G. Okay, so maybe this problem can be arised during the. So this only you prefer the cDNA for cloning. So you reduce this problem. Another problem is E. coli based problem. I am already told glycosylation. Glycosylation means finally formed aggregate of protein. Protein formed inclusion body. So this inclusion body, this is recombinant clone protein. Recombinant clone protein. The individual proteins are once again aggregated, finally produced inclusion bodies. The inclusion bodies are produced. So in the inclusion bodies are not act as antigen, so never binds to the antibody, so we cannot detect whether it's recombinant or not. So these inclusion bodies may be not stabilize the sulfide bonds, so easily destroyed. A lot of problem was created. That's all.